Hello, again, this is Emmanuel Lyson coming to you with today's edition of Financial Breakthrough Academy. I'm excited to come back to you with some very valuable content. This month, June, is designed to be the month, as we call, of Annuity Awareness Month. For that reason, we'll be spending some time dissecting and providing some very valuable information on the subject of annuities. So again, I want to welcome all of you joining us today on all the platforms to be able to study and learn and to be able to equip yourself in the area of financial education. So we'll be treating the subject of annuities. Our first on this series, understanding annuities. What is an annuity? So let us go up to some of our information that we want to share today to provide some variable content for all of us. Again, on this platform, we share content that is designed to help you, educate you, help you to understand very important financial concept, theories, ideas that will be able to be implemented in your family, in your business, to help you to advance your own financial goals. So we are talking on the subject of annuities, understanding annuities, and we'll just look on simply the question, what is an annuity? Let us start off with a scripture that will help us as we navigate the subject. In the book of Proverbs, Proverbs talks about in chapter 10, verse 5, he who gathers in summer is a wise son. He who sleeps in harvest is a son who causes shame. The writer is giving us very important information about how we gather our resources, gather our fruits and labor in summer. Important to be able to understand the value in connection to a subject of building up, saving, looking for the long term. The harvest comes, yes, but before it comes, we have to spend the time to sow. As you all know, we share a lot about the importance of understanding the three ways we use money, either for spending for our needs, or saving some for immediate emergency needs, or sowing for long-term investment purposes. So the scripture is encouraging the importance of gathering in summer as wise people, and understanding that we cannot just be sleeping when it's time for harvest. We have to be able to know how to harvest. Now, to harvest, we should have spent some time sowing, and it's out of our sowing that we are able to harvest. So, on the subject of annuity, we should be able to learn something that enables us to understand one of the vehicles that will help us to save for the long term, save for especially when we are on retirement. So let's get to the subject here, the definition of an annuity. What is annuity? In a very basic understanding, originally it said that an annuity is basically said to be simply meant as an annual payment, in simple terms. If one were to say what's an annuity, we are simply talking about the fact that you have some kind of a payment that is meant to be given annually. So that is a very simple definition or simple term. When you get to lightbulblabs.com, that's one of the financial dictionaries out there, and it talks about that original an annuity is simply meant as an annual payment. Okay, so that gives us one one definition there. Let's look at another definition of an annuity. This time we are taking it from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. On their website, they define annuity as follows. An annuity is a contract, okay, between you and an insurance company that is designed to meet retirement and other long-range goals, under which you make a lump sum payment or series of payments. In return, the insurer agrees to make periodic payment to you beginning immediately or at some future date. This is taken directly from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. So that is the very broad definition from the government's perspective of what an annuity is. So put simply, it is just a contract. Okay, it's a contract between an individual and an insurance company. Most of us may think about insurance just in one term, but the term annuity in the financial world, it's simply also a contract. Okay, a contract between an individual, you, and an insurance company. And there are certain, I would say, provisions that is in that particular contract designed to accomplish some specific goals. Okay, so that is what we want to make clear. Now, I'll go back to the definition for the sake of those who will be joining us right away here. We're saying that an annuity is, by definition, from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's own website. It says that is a contract between you and an insurance company that is designed to meet retirement and other long-range goals, under which you make a lump sum payment or series of payments. In return, the insurer agrees to make periodic payments to you beginning immediately or at some future date. So we can say right away that annuity is, in fact, some form of a financial vehicle, is some form of a financial asset. Okay, it's a kind of financial instrument that we use to help us break through financially. And most of us may not have come across it, we may not understand it, but there are some portfolios that you may be holding right now that may be in the form of an annuity. Okay, so throughout the month, we'll be discussing this subject into detail and giving us very important information on how we can leverage this financial vehicle or tool in planning our own personal finance and building our own portfolio, especially when it comes to retirement. So that is the key element here. I just want to go through a few other form of, we say, characteristics, okay, of an annuity that might be of important value to some of us. So here are some characteristics of an annuity. It's not exhaustive, but I just want to share a few characteristics of an annuity. We've already defined what it is. Now let's look at some basic characteristics of an annuity. Number one, it is an insurance product. Okay, it's designed to protect. It's an insurance product. An annuity is a product that is given or issued by an insurance company. Okay, so if you've never heard about it, if not perhaps understood what it is today, you know that if you hear of an annuity, it is simply an insurance product. Another characteristic is the fact that an annuity is designed to accumulate tax deferred. What does that mean? What that simply means is that an insurance company, when they have a contract with you in an annuity, the amount that is put in that contract is designed, the growth of that portfolio or that contract is not taxed by the government. The IRS allows you to accumulate, okay, your earnings that is coming on that particular asset is not taxed. It is tax deferred. Now remember, that is not necessarily tax free. You have to be very, very clear. It doesn't mean you never pay taxes on it. It means that the taxes are deferred for the future. So that is the second main characteristics of an annuity. And it can be very useful for some people. It's not everybody that may find it a very useful tool or maybe appropriate for you based on your personal financial situation. So the second here characteristics is the fact that an annuity is tax deferred. It accumulates tax deferred. The other next element here is that it's basically a retirement saving vehicle. Okay, an annuity is a retirement savings vehicle. So if you think about it, you may have several type of retirement savings vehicle that you use, be it perhaps maybe your 401k or any other type of investment vehicle you have, you know. Uh, our social security is also some kind of retirement income or vehicle that we all have. So an annuity is another type of a retirement vehicle. Okay, so we are looking at some characteristics. What are some of the characteristics of an annuity? We've talked about that it is simply an insurance product. We've also said that it accumulates tax deferred. We don't have to pay the taxes on it today. We'll pay it in the future. Okay, and that could be something that was could be of a very important value to some people, not everybody, but depending on your situation, it may be useful. And again, it's important to sit down with a tax professional, with a financial professional, to be able to understand how that may fit in your own financial planning process. Okay, so let's move on. The next element of the annuity is that it can be single payment or in a series of payment. You can set up an annuity contract, again, as an insurance product with an insurance company by making a single payment or series of payments. Okay, so depending on what your goal is, depending on the kind of product that is available for you, you may find it as either a single payment or a series of payment. Okay, so again, we are looking at some characteristics of an annuity. So we've talked about the fact that it is an insurance product. We have talked about the fact that it is something that accumulates tax deferred. In other words, we don't have to pay the taxes today, but we will pay the taxes in the future. And also, we've talked about the fact that it's a retirement saving vehicle, like any other type of savings vehicle that we may have for our financial planning. And we are also mentioning that it is something that a contract that is designed to either be a single payment or in a series of payment. Okay, so it can be single payment or in series of payment. Now let us look at the last characteristics here. The last characteristics is the fact that it can be used to be converted into a lifetime income. You can convert an annuity into a lifetime income, or sometimes in a series of income that you can draw out of that. So again, there are so many other characteristics we can delve into, but we're looking at just a few bases of it. Another key element can be that sometimes there are some annuity that will provide you with some death benefit to it so that you can pass on to your heirs if you were to pass before the end of the contract or a specific time period. So again, just for information's sake, here are some of the characteristics. It is an insurance product. It accumulates tax deferred. It's a retirement savings vehicle. It provides an option to either have it in a single payment or series of payment. In other words, you can set it up by putting in lump sum. It could be $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, depending on the kind of product that is available for you. And also, it is designed to be able to be converted into a lifetime income. Now, for most of us, we may have to be clear to the fact that annuities are generally only as good as, so to speak, the company that issues it. Is a company you find a lot of disclaimer on products when you are trying to look for a vehicle like this, a retirement savings vehicle like an annuity. You find you want to read clearly the various information that is comes or accompanies it. And one of the key things is that it is only as good as the financial strength of the insurance company that is issuing that annuity to you. So these are just a few characteristics. We just again looking at just definition. What is an annuity? We look at it as just a contract. Again, it's a contract between you, the individual, the client, the customer, and an insurance company. And we look specifically at what the SEC had to say about it And if you go to the website of SEC, you should be able to find that information in the open source for you to educate yourself on that topic. So with that said, we just want to give us again our contact info here. Sometimes some of us would like to be able to, have opportunity to talk to us, about some of these concepts. If you would like to hear more about this or know more about this information, you can call us 720-588-9717 or go online to licensedconsultant.com/financial planning. We have the ability to sit down with you and help you plan your financial life, give you some insight, some tools that are available to help you in achieving that financial breakthrough that you desire. All of us have the opportunity, we have been blessed by our Maker to experience financial blessing. But the steps we take on a daily basis will determine how far we go. It is not something that comes overnight. We have to work on it. We have to educate ourselves. We have to learn about these things and help our family. Some of us who have children, it's a good thing to educate your kids about these concepts so that they may be much stronger, be positioned better even than yourself. We speak a lot to the community of believers and immigrants and minority groups. We know that some of this content and knowledge is not accessible a lot to our community, and we have made it a point to be able to share, educate, help you prepare, make very informed decisions that puts you in a very strong position concerning your finance. With that said, we'd like to sign up for today. This has been Emmanuel Eliason, a financial educator, certified financial educator, coming to you with Financial Breakthrough Academy. We'll be back again soon talking more on the subject of annuity here this month that is known as the Annuity Awareness Month. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Talk to you soon.